Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So this past week, our Let's Go Brandon kicked our fiscal cliff problems a little bit down the road, and I know it doesn't resolve it, but I'm a little bit excited to see what kind of buying opportunities this is going to bring about, right? I'm a long-term investor. I don't expect to cash out for another 200 years, so if it causes markets to correct a little bit, settle a little bit, that's great news for me. I hope to buy more bismuth, of course. But it was really fitting to watch the news because I had a number of personal cliffs that kind of all converged this past month, I want to say, or more accurately, this spring. I had a number of personal life events that all converged all together. So it all started when I started my new job at a community college. And even though everything's going right there, I remembered why I had such a toxic working environment last time. And the root cause of my toxic job at my last job at a tutoring center was that I had so little walkaway power. My boss had dictatorship power, right? I didn't have the power to say, I just can't come next Tuesday. I'm sorry, I have life events, right? I needed that job. And so I didn't want to repeat that mistake. So what did I do? I ramped up my art career and I took on a number of other gigs, and then I started another job at a different tutoring center. And yes, it made everything a lot less toxic actually, but it also increased the amount of stress of my entire package. Every individual job was less toxic. The overall package was more stressful, right? And I'm gonna have to think hard about how I balance that. I really, really do love the ability to actually negotiate at every one of these. My client says he needs to come at an odd hour. I'm sorry, I'm not available, right? At the community college, the students want to walk all over me. I'm sorry, this is my job. This is how we do it. Or my dean says something and it goes against my philosophy. I speak up on it. At the art shows, the people buying my art there think something else would be a great idea. I'm sorry, I don't have the time for maybe another time, right? I really love that two-way street. Unfortunately, it comes at a cost, right? There's no free lunch there, right? Okay, that's the number one thing that was weighing me down. I go to a board game meetup twice a week, and there's this girl there. I've been wanting to ask her out on a date. I know she's waiting for it, but the right set of circumstances just have not played out. Let's put it that way. I like her, but stuff has been going on, right? The juggling of 3 jobs. 2 weeks ago, I got COVID-19, and then there's another girl. I wouldn't say she's dating material that I know from she works at the library at the college where I'm working at, and I want to get to know her more to network with more people. I don't think she's dating material. Okay, on top of that, I'm working on a publication for the game of Ticket to Ride. I discovered some graph theory algorithms while working on the game Ticket to Ride, and it's also a very important deadline that I'm working up against. This July 18th will be the 125th anniversary of Poland's greatest invention, and the Ticket to Ride variation I'm working on is a map of Poland. Actually, it's one of the variants that this graph theory algorithm actually works the best on, and I want to honor Mary Curie for her discovery of polonium 125 years ago. And also, the girl that I know from the library at the college, she's a distant cousin of Mary Curie, right? So it would be a great segue to start a conversation with her as well. I don't think she's dating material, though. I'm much more interested in the girl at the game meetup. I'll call her a distant cousin of Selena, the singer. She was murdered almost 30 years ago now. And then COVID-19 itself. I recovered from the virus really quickly within 48 hours, but I'm having some symptoms still. It's been 2 weeks since I recovered. I haven't been able to have much of an appetite. I would wake up feeling completely stuffed, despite the fact that I didn't even eat very much the previous day, if at all sometimes. So it's Saturday. I woke up at around 12 noon today. I haven't eaten since 7, 8 p.m. last night, and I feel stuffed, as if I just came home from an eating contest. That's how I feel. And it was great the first couple of days that I felt this way. I used it as an opportunity to, I had just started my job at the new tutoring center, and I used it as a way to kind of fit my eating schedule into my working schedule, kind of used it as a way to meld it together. But now that it's gone on for 2 weeks, it doesn't feel it's too much of a good thing now, and it feels kind of lonely. I never realized how much eating meant to me until this time around. I used to be, it's such an annoyance. I have to leave my computer keyboard behind. I have to leave my students behind. I have to leave my art behind. And so, up until 2 weeks ago, you asked me, I would have said, I wish I could stop eating. It's such an annoyance. And now that it's gone, it's kind of like a girl who you feel it's an annoyance until you break up, right? Alright, so hopefully this month I'll figure out how to get out of my life cliff, if you will. This is the Peter Dislike Show! Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.